And now continuing coverage on a case that remains in the spotlight here in Buffalo City Hall. Mayor Sean Ryan promised to release the internal affairs investigation into the Buffalo Police Department's response to the DJ Granville crash back in April of 2024.
Two investigates uncovered that the Erie County narcotics chief crashed his county-issued vehicle into several parked cars and that one of the responding officers was Granville's sister-in-law. Now, 2 on Your Side's Nate Benson spoke to the mayor about when that report could be released, and he joins us now with the latest. Nate?
Yeah, good evening, Scott and Mary Alice. I spoke to Mayor Ryan, who once again reiterated that he's disappointed that the investigation closed 2 days before he took office and alludes that the investigation was conducted under the cover of darkness. And now former acting Mayor Chris Scanlon is responding to that claim. As for the release of the internal affairs report,
the law department has all the files. There's thousands and thousands of pages of it. So we're going through it now, but we plan on getting that out to the public as soon as the review is done.
And sources tell 2 on Your Side that it could be released by the end of February. One of the reasons why it's taking so long.
You know, we can't release identifiable information to people who weren't involved. So you have to go through every page to see if they, note a complainant's, somebody whose car was hit, their name and their address. That's got to be crossed out as a matter of state law.
And the mayor once again alludes to the nature of which the investigation was conducted.
You know, it would have been my druthers to have the Granville situation settled after January 1st, so I could have been part of that. And I wish it had not been, settled hours before I took office. It definitely leads the public with the impression that this was pushed forward, under cover of darkness.
That's the second time Mayor Ryan has made a statement like that, the first time being on Inauguration Day. At the time, former acting Mayor Chris Scanlon did not respond to the notion that he may have interfered with the investigation or closed it early for political reasons. This time, he is responding.
This incident took place before me and took place when Byron Brown was mayor and Joe Gramalia was commissioner. However, I had to answer for this incident every single week. And one thing I stated repeatedly was that investigation would be done in a professional manner by Internal Affairs as quickly as possible.
Internal Affairs could not complete their investigation until the Niagara County District Attorney wrapped up his. Once that happened, the IA investigation moved forward, and by mid-December, disciplinary action was presented to then-acting Mayor Scanlon.
I told them they could proceed.
According to Scanlon, that led to a collectively bargained process that included a hearing for the 5 officers involved, a chance for them to appeal, and ultimately the discipline was decided on December 30th.
I would have preferred it to be done sooner. I said all along to you and others that I spoke to the media, the sooner we can put this to bed, the better.
And Scanlon says that as mayor, he might have been able to lobby for a different disciplinary action against the officers, one of which, Lucia Esquilin, was demoted from lieutenant to detective sergeant.
I think I probably could have. I think you could, but like I said, I do not insert myself and would not insert myself.
And says he simply accepted the actions brought forth by then-Commissioner Alfonso Wright on December 30th.
Commissioner Al Wright, his deputy commissioners, handled that investigation once it was finalized in Internal Affairs, handed over to them, and decided upon a discipline, which I was more than okay with.
Now, there's still a lot of unanswered questions surrounding the Buffalo Police Department's response to the Granville crash, one of them being who within Buffalo Police leadership was notified about the situation the night of the crash and who made those calls. On Your Side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.